Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Wos, and we have our team builder for week one in the PWC season 6 here against the San Diego Sneasels. And good buddy of mine, Storm, his link for the YouTube channel will be down in the description below. Check him out. He's a good guy. He's been in the league with me for a while. I think since I was in the PWC and maybe one or two in the previous. I don't know. I lose track of people. So yeah, let's look at a matchup right away. His team it has a big rock weakness. The fact that his only real way of getting rid of them is Blastoise. Gliscor can, but no one ever fucking runs Defogs, and you can run Toxic or Toxic, whatever the fuck the ability is. Oh, what is it? Toxic Heal, I think. Yeah. And I mean, unless you cheat, and because we're in custom games or some shit like that, and you decide to, you know, throw on a fucking illegal set. Geo. But let's get to it. As you can see, he has Mega Charizard Y, Victini, Gliscor, Heracross, Blastoise, Ditto, Gourgeist, Terrakion, Alomomola, Exploud, and Noivern. If you look right away at it, once Victini and Charizard are gone, Celesteela pretty much walls everything on his team. So I know both those are going to come. Otherwise, like I said, Heracross does nothing to it. Blastoise can maybe burn it, but then I can kind of just stall it out. Ditto can't do shit. Gourgeist can't do shit. Terrakion can do a little bit of shit, but not a lot of shit. Alomomola is just going to Wish Protect, but eventually that'll, stall out. Exploud and Noivern. So it's really nothing that they can take. I realize I just went through all of them again. But as you can see, I have to have a way to get rid of Charizard, Y, and Victini as soon as possible. Past that, assuming a Scarfmon will come, either Terrakion, more likely Terrakion than Heracross, for the fact that he needs something to outspeed Aerodactyl. And not Victini, what am I thinking about? Victini can run Scarf, but I don't think he will. I can definitely see more of a special set coming this week with Glaciate, Blue Flare, maybe a Thunderbolt or something like that. I don't know. U-turn probably would be the only physical move. But I can see Victini, so I can kind of see him bringing Scarf Victini, but I feel like he's going to bring something else. Then you can see the rest of stuff. Maybe a Scarf X-Plow, but really Specs is the much better way to go in this matchup. So let's just get into it. First one we're bringing is Pink Arrow, the Aerodactyl. Get it? It's like a green arrow, except it's pink. And arrow is in like wind and aerodynamics, and I'm clever. Fuck you guys. The moveset is Stone Edge, Aqua Tail, Aerial Ace, and Hone Claws. I have enough speed in this to outspeed every single non-scarfed Mon he has, which I think the fastest thing is Noivern, and easily outspeed to the point where I can run Adamant every fucking week, which is why I love this thing in League so much, which allows us to run a little bit of bulk. Pass, I think it's what Blastoise, I think, can kind of check it. Alomomola. I think Alomomola is really the only thing that can sit there and kind of wall this thing out. Because with the coverage of Aqua Tail, that's going to take care of things like Terrakion, Gliscor mainly. Stone Edge is going to hit pretty much everything else for ridiculous damage except for Heracross, which I have Aerial Ace. I'm going to stutter over that a lot, along with Gourgeist. But yeah, basically, if I can get up a Home Claws or two, it's pretty much game over, especially if his Scarfmon is dead. Okay, if the Scarfmon is out, which I have to figure out as soon as possible, and I get up, I think one Home Claws, it's pretty much over at that point, because nothing can really take a +1 or even +2 Adamant, Tough Claws boosted any move, whether it's Aqua Tail or Aerial Ace. I'm going to stutter over that every time I say this. I'm just going to let you know that right now. Let's move on to the next one. We have Guard Armor, the Celesteela, with Leech Seed, Protect, Heavy Slam, Seed Bomb. I have this especially defensive. The reason is, did not want to bring that up. The reason is, I understand, even with Spadef, and I say I'm expecting a special Victini. I can't I can't take a hit with Victini or Charizard, especially Sun's Up. But every other special attacker he can bring, mainly Noivern or Exploud, and to some extent Blastoise, it's going to be run defensive. It really can't do anything. They can't really do anything to me. And I can just set up a Leech Seed and kind of sit there out a little bit and dwindle them down. Heavy Slam is going to hit everything for decent damage except for, trying to think, Blastoise, but that's why I have C-Bomb coverage onto it. That way I can hit that for more damage because that thing can sit there and kind of stall me out. Not stall me out, but it's going to be harder to. Not, how do I want to phrase it? I can't do a good chunk to it like I can the rest of the mons, I guess you could say. Like I said, special defense. This mon, if I can get a kill with this thing will be annoying as hell then, especially if it's at good health for any other special attack or even physical attackers at this point to deal with because it will just get bulkier, like I said, especially defensive. Moving on, we have Yao. This is not a Yao Ming reference. This is Yao from Yao. I'm guessing it's Yao. From Mulan because he kind of reminds me of short, chubby, I'm going to punch everything in the face dude from Mulan. And I actually had to look up his name because I couldn't remember which one he was. But we were rocking Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, HP Ice, and Psychic with the Life Orb. I have enough speed to outspeed Victini. That's pretty much the only thing I can outspeed, and allows me to run, like I said, a little more bulk. Originally had this thing on there as a Scarf set, but I changed up a couple mods, which freed up this. This is my main way of getting rid of Blastoise. Like I said, if I can get up rocks, especially with Orlando T, which we'll get to next, if I can get up rocks with him, I'm going to have a pretty good chance to take them down. Especially if like I said, I have Aerodactyl with a boost of accuracy. But yeah, it can do a lot of damage to Charizard as well, but its main thing I wanted to get rid of is Blastoise. I have coverage on there for some reason. He's not running Scarfed Heracross if it comes, or Terrakion. Psychic would do a lot more to them. And this is another way to get rid of Alomola, which is, it's just going to be annoying. If he does bring it, I don't have anything I can set up with it on, which kind of sucks. But I really don't think it's going to come, to be honest. I'm kind of expect Zard, Victini, Gliscor, Blastoise definitely. But after that, I can see either Terrakion or Heracross coming. And then after that, I don't know what Sickmon's going to come. It could be a Ditto. It could be, I don't know. Because that's just kind of what I'm expecting to happen. Plus Static, just in case, they hit me and I can paralyze them, which would be awesome. Move on to the General. He just has he almost looks like powdered wig. So yeah, General, because fuck you guys. I'm also making nicknames. We are running a physically defensive set with leftovers with EQ, Stealth Rock, U-Turn, and HP Ice. HP Ice is there for the Gliscor. I can't hit it otherwise. But he also really can't hit me unless he has, even Fasai won't do shit to me. This thing is going to be important, I feel like. Because between Terrakion and Heracross, like I said, one of those two Scarf Mons will come. I can guarantee you that one of those two is going to come. And I can wall hard both of those. And like I said, if those are gone, Arrow can just kind of run through his team. So that's why I want to bring it. Plus, it gives me a good switch if for some reason, if it is physical Victini and Scarfed, this thing is a great check to it. So yeah, my goal is try to get up rocks as soon as possible and just, like I said, not letting Zard Y and Victini switch in all the time. Let's move on to basic bitch, the Kyurem. We have an Assault Vest set with Ancient Power, Draco, Ice Beam, and Dragon Pulse. I have a little bit of speed on this thing to outspeed Gliscor. So they have the same speed here. He's going to run a bulky set. I know that already. So I figure if he tries to speed creep me, he can't. I will speed creep him. So I'm running 32 in that. Max special attack modest, and then just the rest of an HP. I'm trying to make this thing kind of bulky. I don't know why, I just felt like this was the best set for it. Because, like I said, I have Ancient Power for Megazard, for Victini. I can run, Dragon Pulse for anything else. I figure if this thing comes in, Blastoise will come in automatically, or a Alomola. One of those two will be like this check to it. But this thing can put in work, especially if, like I said, Zard Y is gone. I can one-shot a Zard Y with Ancient Power, but he can't one-shot me unless I chip damage on it. I think it does 60% because this thing, like I said, it has a pretty good natural bulk to it, and the fact that it AV on top of it will help it out a lot. This is my main way to get rid of Gliscor. Gourgeist if it comes. Noivern can't really do shit to me. I really don't think it's gonna come. But after that, we also have Baby Blue, the Mew. Holy shit, that actually sounded cool. Um, it was just weird. I named this thing Baby Blue because I was listening to a song called Baby Blue um, by who is that? That's Action Bronson and Chance the Rapper. Chance the Rapper sucks. I'm saying that to piss off Colton. But we were running a scarf set with Ice Beam, Psychic, U-Turn, and Defog. Basically, I wanted some sort of offensive Mew this week, especially a fast one. This does allow me to outspeed Scarf Heracross if it comes. I can take a hit from a Terrakion. I can get off some chip damage onto things like the Zard and U-turn out there. I can hit Gliscor for knock that out. This is more of a utility scarf set where I can use it to get chip damage off, and I can make sure I can get off a defog if I need to for late game. Because really, the only thing that can take me out, that outspeeds me, Terrakion, maybe if it runs X Scizor, or if this thing is dwindled down. But after that, I'm completely fine. That's the only thing I need to work. No, even two to an extent, but I don't think either one of those. Terrakion more is like a 50-50 with Heracross, and Noivern is. I do not see that thing coming. I think it just gets walled hard by Celesteela. So that's our team. Like I said, my goal is to try to get Imp rocks as early as possible. Cause him to switch out, get some momentum with U-turn on my or Volt turn on 3 of my Mons, and then come into Mega Aerodactyl late game and kind of just set up and sweep. So yeah, that's it. The battle will be up tomorrow. Yeah, sorry, the battle was later in the week. You'll probably, yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's about it. Peace out.